Real quick before we jump into the video, guys, for the rest of this year I'm going to be on a fundraising campaign to raise a minimum of £1,000 for the Great Ormond Street Children's Hospital. For more information on the charity and what it does, and for the donation links, please look in the description below. And thank you all for your continued support. Enjoy the show. What's going on, guys? Ryan Teacher now, so we're back with the RBL. Week number 3. Your Royal Bournemouth Bombies are taking on the Anaheim Duckletts and coach Kustik, the man who can't seem to decide on a team name. But we're back, of course. I'm on the screen again, and long last, I'm finally back and recovered more or less from my COVID shot. That knocked me for 6. But we're back, hopefully with a win as well would be nice. Raiku's got a pretty tough team. This team has been performing pretty well, which it certainly goes some way to explaining why he's currently 2-0. He's got an Ashifu single strike, pretty fast, pretty decently physically bulky, dark fighting type, quad weak to fairy of course, but does hit incredibly hard with those wicked blows, and of course you can protect him from an unseen fist. Zeraora, of course, one of the fastest Pokemon in the format, gets fake out, gets all sorts of different moves, can be physical or special. He's mainly used it physical so far. He typically runs fake out 3 attacks, so I wouldn't be too surprised if he runs that again. Bronzong is his only really Trick-Room. That's kind of viable, to be honest. Obviously, things like Rock and Togetic can work in Trick Room, but they're not really specifically Trick Room. But Bronzong still, even without Trick Room, still pretty physically bulky. Does hit pretty hard, especially if it runs Iron Defense Body Press. I don't expect him to run that against me. I do have quite a few answers for Fighting type, but you never quite know. Noivern is faster than my whole team, so I'll have to watch out for that as well. Noivern can hit pretty hard, can be a pretty good max target as well, but is quad weak to ice, which I do have some good ice answers for it. Lilligant seems a little bit out of place on this team, but it is his only grass type. Definitely does have some good support moves though, can run things like After You and stuff like that. Could be pretty interesting if he does try to bring like Manual Sun. I don't necessarily think he can afford to bring that against me, but you never quite know. Togetic, of course, very, very bulky thanks to Reviolite, and of course its defensive stats, which is pretty handy. Gets access to Follow Me as well as other utility moves. Krokorok, which is Spout Rung on the dock, please fix that. Is basically Baby Crocodile. It's slower, a lot less bulky. It doesn't tend to do all that much, but can be good Intimidate switching. He doesn't have another Intimidator on his team, so it makes perfect sense to why he has it. Tapu Fini, of course, very problematic. Very bulky Water Fairy. Does hit pretty hard as well if he runs the Calm Mindset. Don't necessarily know if he can afford to run that against me, but you never quite know. But generally things like Muddy Water, Dazzling Beam, Calm Mind, stuff like that can be a problem. Does get a few coverage moves as well that I need to watch out for. Chandelure is the one on the move slot that seems to keep changing. He started with Glastrier here, then he swapped it out for Braviary, and now it's a Chandelure. Don't really see what Chandelure adds to the team, to be honest. While it does hit incredibly hard on the special side, it is pretty heavy on the special attack stat. It is kind of slow, so it would have to be Scarf to be able to outspeed my team, and then I can just slow it down anyway. So not really sure it's super great on this team. And then Magmar, of course, the fire type he's had from the start. Both Chandelure and Magmar do get Flash Fire and Flame Body, so that is something to bear in mind. Although my fire type is Torracat, so I don't generally have that much fire on my team. I don't particularly need it, to be honest. But those burns could be problematic. Chandelure and Magmar do get decent coverage as well, so I do have to watch out for that. I think coverage is pretty much going to be the name of the game for Raikou this match, so I have to be pretty careful here. But let's take you through my team, what I'm bringing, why I'm bringing it, and of course, because we're facing Kustik, we have Raikou themed names as always. We have Kustik, the Sash Whimsicott, pretty standard as usual, except we are running Fizz Def this week instead of our standard max HP, max speed that we've been running. Running Moonblast, Tailwind, Leaf Sheet, and Charm. Charm is kind of nice, especially if I can cripple things like the Urshifu down, because the crit mechanic works that even if your stats are dropped, the crit does not actually change that. It only goes through the boots of your opponent, so bear that in mind. Tailwind, of course, allows so the rest of my team to outspeed some of these faster Pokemon like the Zeraora and the Noivern, which you have to bear in mind. Leaf Sheet is largely there just to chip away at Finny. It also allows me to chip away at things like the Chandelure and the Magmar. But obviously the main goal of this set is to hit up a Tailwind. This will basically allow some of my other Pokemon to come in and do a lot of work if we can set it off. Moonblast, of course, one-shots Urshifu in most instances, unless it's Focus Sash, of course. But let's take you through my team, what I'm bringing, why I'm bringing it, and of course because we're facing Raikou this match. So I do have to watch out for that. I think coverage is pretty much going to be the name of the game for Raikou this match. So I have to be pretty careful here. But let's take you through my team, what I'm bringing, why I'm bringing it. Next up is Rice Shots Fired, the Inteleon, running 4 attacks, which is a little bit unusual. Normally you'd want to run Protect, but we are the Scope Lens Sniper as usual, with Icy Wind, Shadow Ball, Sniper Shot, and Air Slash. Shadow Ball is pretty much only there for Chandelure, but it is also there to allow me to hit Bronzong, which is something that we can't otherwise hit. But otherwise, these moves hit his entire team except Zeraora, so there's something to bear in mind. But under Tailwind, I outspeed even Scarf Zeraora, so I'm not really that concerned about it. And Snipe Shot, if it crits, does a ton of damage. This is a decent max option as well, which is the reason I'm 4 attacks instead of 3 attacks per attack, is I might have the option to max Airstream, which would be pretty nice if he leads like a Shifu plus something that's not fast, like a Togetic. Something like that, I can just max Airstream even on the follow me, not really care too much. Obviously, Urshifu does pack Thunder Punch sometimes, so that's something I have to bear in mind, but he'll most likely click Close Combat or Wicked Blow, so that's something to bear in mind. Next up is going to be Raihuge Chomp, probably our carry this week, definitely my primary max option. We're running AB, which seems a little bit unusual, but we are max attack, max speed, and rough skin as usual. Running Stomping Tantrum, Dragon Claw, Poison Jab, and Stone Edge. This basically hits his entire team. He does not have a way to wall this unless he is Levitate Bronzong, which I expect him to be, but you never quite know. But even then, I could just hit it pretty hard with other mons on my team, so I'm not super worried about the Bronzong. Plus, Bronzong doesn't really touch Garchomp all that much either, because if he's the physical set, he gets hit by Rough Skin, and if he's special, then I'm Assault Vest. Don't really care. But we are going to hit pretty hard. This is a pretty strong max option against this team. Obviously, max Worm when dropping attack. Max Quake giving me special defense allows me to take on the Tapu Fini. And of course, we have the Poison Jab to 1v1 Fini as well, which is pretty handy. Next up is Raichu Dick, the Celesteela. Rocking leftovers this week because I didn't really feel the need for policy. This is primarily going to be a defensive option, but still could be offensive and still could be a max target if needs be. S-Slash, Giga Dream, Meteor Beam does hit most of his team. He doesn't really have too much of a switch into this outside of his fire types, and he doesn't necessarily want to switch in on a powered up Meteor Beam, so that's something to bear in mind. This also does counter any manual Sun strategies, because I can just max Rockfall if I really need to. And obviously Protect, just to give me some extra recovery if needs be. This is pretty much my Fini answer, for the most part. I don't really need anything else for Fini. Fini can't really touch Celesteela, so that's something to bear in mind. Next up is Right Glue Stick, our Torracat, of course, running the standard of Highlight Intimidate with Fake Out, Parting Shot, Taunt, and Flare Blitz. Nothing too complicated with Torracat. I don't generally run anything else on it because I need it. I could have ran Will-O-Wisp, but I'm not faster than a Shifu or Zeraora, so the only thing I outspeed realistically is Krokorok. And to be honest, Krokorok is probably not coming to this match, and if it does come, it's going to be one-shot by an Inteleon. So I'm not really scared of Krokorok at all. And this is a good Intimidate user. I can switch this in on things like the Zeraora and the Shifu, especially if, for example, turn 1 I lead Whimsy Chomp and he has double physical attacker. I can just switch in Torracat for the Intimidate, which is pretty nice. And last but by no means least is our Hoennian Raikou, of course, Manetric. Running Scarf, this outspeeds his entire team, so this is pretty handy. So if he does try to run any special Zeraora shenanigans, I can just snarl it. Thunderbolt hits pretty hard against most of his team in general, except for Krokorok, of course. Flamethrower is largely there for Bronzong, if needs be, and Volt Switch, of course, to pivot out. Obviously, this doesn't do too much to Zeraora, but a Flamethrower burn would be kind of nice if we can get it outside of terrain, but we don't necessarily need it. And this is largely just here to outpace things like the Noivern, snarl it down so it can't blast me down with some of these special attacks that it gets, because it can run Draco Meteor and just do a ton of damage, so that's something I have to watch out for. But nonetheless, this is going to be the team we're rocking out with. Of course, let me know the 6 you would have brought. I had a hard time building for this week. One thing to bear in mind, of course, I forgot to mention this at the start. We did make one free agency swap. We did drop Meowth from our tier 5 slot for Grookey. I considered bringing Grookey to this match, but I think Torracat had a bit more value. So I opted to bring Torracat instead, even though terrain control would have been kind of nice to have for this match. But nonetheless, that is the 6 we're bringing, so let's get straight on into the battle. Alright guys, we're connected up with our boy Raikou, of course. Good luck, have fun, Raikou Stick. Let's see what we have going on. Today, if you skip through the team builder, you can see the 6 I'm bringing up there, and you can see the 6 I think he's bringing down below the screen. I definitely think there's opportunity for him to bring some other stuff. but I think this is probably his best 6 for my team. He may not bring the Noivern, but I do expect him to bring it. There is possibility he might bring Magmar over Chandler, but we will see. But let's get this battle starting. Let's see what Raikou has. Alrighty, so Urshifu, Zeraora, Finny, Noivern, Chandler, Bronzong. We nailed the 6 perfectly. Okay. So, we have a lot of options here. I do expect him to lead the Zeraora. I think Urshifu's probably in the back. So, I kind of like leading Steeler, but I'm not entirely convinced by it. I think we can lead Whimsicott. Actually, what if I don't lead Whimsicott? What if I lead Torracat and Maynatric? I don't know if I need Maynatric yet, though. That's something that we have to figure out. He may also not lead. I think he has to lead Zeraora, though. So I think we do lead Whimsicott and Talion. Bring Garchomp and Torracat in the back. I think that's probably my play. Yeah, let's try this to start with. He's got a pretty strong team, so I'm not expecting too much from this. But we almost went down to time there, so we'll at least get to see more or less what he's gonna bring. I like his new trainer card. Looks pretty sick. I need to update mine at some point. Alright, let's see what he led with. Okay, Killua and Rin is Zeraora and Chandler. Okay. So this isn't too bad for us, to be honest. So I think he fake outs the Whimsicott here, if I had to guess. What I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna switch straight into Torracat. I could Shadow Ball here. So there is the danger that he just maxes and max lightnings my Inteleon, which is kind of what I'm worried about. I do like the idea of Phantasming or Hydro Sniping. I don't think I necessarily need to Hydro Snipe, but just on the off chance that I can take anything, I think max Airstream into the Chandler is my play. He actually switched out, which is interesting, into Kusei. What is that? That is the Noivern. Okay, so we actually got the Airstream off, which is fine. So he's going to seal it with Sash and Scope Lens. But we're going to switch out here into our Torracat. Get an Intimidate off on the Zeraora. So that means he either... So he didn't max here, which is interesting. So I think he went for Fake Out. But this is fine. Because I think this now also means my Torracat is faster than the Zeraora. Which makes Parting Shot viable. He did go for the Fake Out into Torracat. Yep, not surprised to see that. We are going to Airstream here. A good amount of that Noivern on the switch, which is really nice. Now we can Fake Out ourselves, though, which is kind of the interesting play here. But I also kind of like the idea of going for Parting Shot. I think this Noivern might max. But if it doesn't, then we actually get a pretty good advantage here. So I kind of want a Parting Shot into the Noivern. And then... Again, Hailstorm. But as we know, the Airstream's gonna do a ton anyway. Not the most powerful hailstorm in the world, but it should kill the Noivern regardless. Okay, and he does max here, so... What is he maxing? Zero Aura? Because he might have predicted me to fake out. Yeah, it is a Zero Aura. Okay. I should have potting shot it then. But I was kind of thinking he might max the Noivern for the Airstream. But that's okay. If we do connect the Hailstorm, that is going to knock out the Noivern. Alright, so... Talion kills Noivern. Which means we actually do get the potting shot off anyway. So this worked out pretty much in our favor. And now I can go back into Whimsicott. Lightning. Okay, so he's gonna try and kill my Inteleon here. Which, as you can see, he does not manage to do it. Okay, so my Sash is broken, which is kind of annoying. But we can Hydra Snipe the Chandelier if it tries to come in. I mean, as we know, Inteleon is faster than the Zeraora. I'm not too worried about Zeraora killing me here. We're basically making the Zeraora as weak as possible. Rin is the Chandelier. I think this thing is scarfed. I think we Tailwind anyway, though. This will make sure that I'm considerably faster than whatever comes in. I could save Whimsicott again, actually, just go into Torracat. But I want to see if this Chandelier is sashed. Going for the Hydro Snipe. We're going to guarantee that Garchomp is faster when it comes in. Here comes the Hydro Snipe. This should one-shot if this is not sashed. And it is not sashed, so Inteleon gets another kill. Inteleon kills Chandelier. And then Zeraora kills Inteleon. Which is fine. So now we're gonna see what his last Pokemon is. I think now we go back into our Torracat. I think it's a Shifu. That guy is a Shifu. Yep, figured. Alright, so I think the Zeraora is max guarding this turn. So I think my play here is just to Moonblast and Fake Out. I mean, he could protect max guard, I guess, but I'm fine with this, because we have enough turns of Tailwind to make sure this is fine. So we're going to Fake Out the Urshifu that didn't protect, and fire off a Moonblast. I don't think this kills. It'll do a good chunk, though. Yeah, it doesn't kill, but that's fine. Max Lightning again into Torracat. Does this kill? Not even close. Alright, so he could Sucker Punch me now, which could be a pain. But we are kind of fast here. I mean, the Zeraora is pretty useless at this point. So what I can do here is Moonblast the Urshifu once again. I guess I could Potting Shot, but I don't really want Garchomp taking damage. I think we Flare Blitz the Zero Aura. I guess I could also have Leech Seeded there. Going to get a pretty good amount of damage off here. That's really nice. And we get a burn too. This poor Zero Aura is just completely useless now. As we don't see a Sucker Punch, so Whimsicott kills the Shifu. Plasma Fists, that's probably gonna kill Torracat. Nope, it does not. Okay. We should survive the hail, which we do. Alrighty then. So, I think here we just Moonblast the Zero Aura and Parting Shot. I want to preserve Differential. As he tried to fake me out, which is kind of funny. I'll show him my last Pokemon just so he knew what I brought. I'll be respectful. It's also because I don't want my Torracat to die. If he wanted to play that way, then I know what he's doing. Because I know he's got fake out Plasma Fists. And we're going to show him the Chomp. I'm basically going to try to bait him into bringing Finny. That's basically what's happening here. Because this should kill. Yep. Alright. Whimsicott kills Zora. We didn't even show the Charm either. So, I win game 1 3-0. Okay, we'll take the lead card. Alright. So I definitely think Finny comes now. I don't think he can bring Chandler again. So the question is, like, how does he play around that strategy that I did? I don't think he brings Zara Aura either, because Zara Aura literally did nothing. So he's got to be scared of Inteleon now. Which I think is probably the only reason he might still bring the Zara Aura. I think leading Whimsicott Garchomp is my play this time, and we bring Inteleon in the bag. With Torracat. Because Torracat definitely does work here. Let's try this. So I think he has to bring Finny this time. The question is, what else does he bring with the Finny? Taking his time on this one, which makes sense. He might opt to bring the Bronzong, although it doesn't beat Inteleon. He doesn't know that, because I have Shadow Ball on it. But he doesn't know what I have yet. But yeah. Like, that was a pretty good game 1 for us. We've gone better at our game 1s. Last season, we only won 2 game 1s all season. We've already won 2 game 1s this season. So we've played much better to start with. So I'm happy with that progress. He's gonna run out of time here if he doesn't pick soon. He got it just in time, okay. If he didn't, I'm facing a Shifu Zero Aura lead. With like Noiva and Finny in the back, which to be honest is probably his best option. In my opinion. Yeah, was he lead this time? Ryus and Kusei. That is Finny Noivern. Yep, that's what I thought. This is an unfortunate situation for my Garchomp. But one thing that is noticeable is he does not have Fake Out here. So he's now going to see I'm Assault Vest, which is a pain. But I'm not super unhappy about that. I don't know if Noivern has Fake Out, actually. Can't say I've ever seen it use it. So just in case it doesn't. And then if I just ooze into Finny. I kind of like oozing into Finny. Oh, he switched. That's Bronzong. Great play, dude. That's a sick play. I was not expecting that. I should have just one-winded the Noivern then. But that's fine. I'm pretty sure this Bronzong is Levitate. With how he switched that in. But yeah, he played that really well. He read me pretty well there. We do get our Tailwind off, so we obviously didn't have Figure out. Unfortunately, we missed the chance for the boost there. But that was a good read on his part. He also has Tailwind. Okay. So it's a Tailwind Noivern set. I mean, this kind of helps me, actually. I can Leech Seed the Bronzong here. And then Wormwind. Alrighty. Goes for Heat Wave. That will not kill me. Alright, let's see how much this does. That is Sash Noivern. Okay. So now we know where the Sash is. Okay. And Bronzong sets up screen. Although interesting, he went for Reflect and not Light Screen. Okay, we'll get some more health back. Alright. So we do actually live another Heat Wave so long as we don't get critted. Which isn't. But to be on the safe side, we are actually going to switch in Torracat here. And I think we ooze the... yeah, I mean, we could ooze here. I also like Rock Falling. But just in case a Shifu's in the back and he switches it, I'm gonna Wormwind. Does actually stay in. He's going for the burn on the Garchomp. Which he doesn't get. So we're gonna knock out the Noivern here. Garchomp. Kills Noivern. So the downside to this, of course, is that we have no max and he still has his. Power swap. Okay. Well, I mean, that's fine. But I don't think that's gonna help you too much. Yeah, we're almost back to full here, which is nice. And here comes a Shifu. Alright. I'm actually fine with that. Because Garchomp is faster. To be on the safe side, we're gonna fake it out. If I switch Garchomp out here... I mean, I could. Go back into Whimsicott. I almost want to see how much damage I can do to the Urshifu with Garchomp. I mean, he could double out into Finny here, which would be annoying, but... Unless it's a Shifu with Scarf. Because the Sash is on Noivern. He's maxing a Shifu here, so that was a good max on his end. That was a bad play on my end. I should have parting shotted. But that's fine. The fact that he committed his max to a Shifu and not Finny is actually fine for me. The problem is, what's he planning on doing to me? That's the issue here. Fortunately, we do not get a flinch. We are going to get good damage off. Oh, not really. That was nothing. And he has Ice Punch. Okay. So, Urshifu kills... Good to know that he has Ice Punch. And Psychic. How much does this do? Nothing. Good to know. So interesting that our Torracat's actually faster than the Urshifu. That's a little surprising. Unless we're speed tying, which is also possible. Our Tailwinds are both gone, but that's fine. I can go to Whimsicott now. So I still have my Tailwind up. If I want to go for it. The part of me wants to parting shot the Urshifu here. Because I think he Ice Punches my Whimsicott regardless. So we're going to parting shot. And we're going to charm the Urshifu. We're basically going to cripple Urshifu to be practically, I think. Or do I just leech it? I think charm is the play. Because I don't think I need Tailwind. This Bronzong switches out, which is fine, into the Finny. Oh, I forgot about Prankster! Oh, I'm so silly. I should have Tailwinded. Oh, that was not good. That was not good. I should have Tailwinded. So that was a misplay on my part there. Okay. He does Hailstorm my Whimsicott. We are physically bulky, we have a chance of living, and we do. Which is good news. Okay, and we're also faster than the Urshifu naturally, and we see leftover. Okay. So... Can I double into Urshifu and kill it? I don't know if I can. I don't see a reason not to go for it though. Although Leech Seeding might also be the play. But I think we double in. He didn't guard again. That's good damage. We're not gonna kill though. That was a crit. Okay, we're gonna do a ton of damage down to this Urshifu though. As he does have Thunder Punch too, so we messed up here. Yeah, that's a good game. Urshifu kills Dalion. Urshifu kills... Should've leech seeded. Basically. Oh wait, no. Benny's gonna kill Whimsicott. Benny kills Whimsicott. So unfortunately we can't just win this with Unfortunately we can't just win this with Torracat. So a little bit unfortunate, but Reflect is gone. Okay, so we intimidate the Urshifu, which is nice. We are going to fake out the Urshifu, I think. And we do actually get a kill there, which is kind of funny. So Torracat kills Whirlpool. Interesting. So he's Whirlpool Perish Trap. Why would you want Whirlpool and not Muddy Water? Not sure I'm a fan of that, but sure. But yeah, this game is basically over at this point. So as I can't win that one. Oh, he still even has Bronzong, so yeah, I definitely can win. So I wonder if I can get a kill on the Bronzong before I die. Let's go for that. I bet he protects, just annoying. No, can I kill this? This would be kind of nice. We can. Alright. So at least Torracat gets some kills. Kills Bronzong. And then it also dies to its own Flare Blitz, so Torracat dies to Blitz. Kill. The Raikou gets a 1-0 win there. So as always with me, it's always a 3-game series. But this has been hella entertaining so far. So I think I need Steeler then. Thing is, he has Thunder Punch on the Urshifu as well. So he's Thunder Punch, Ice Punch, Close Combat, probably Wicked Blow. So if that's the case, do I just go with Whimsy Steeler? Or do I bring Magnetric? Maybe Magnetric is actually the bring here. So, I mean, I like Inteleon still. I just have to make sure Zeraora's gone. And that I can kill the Urshifu. Maybe Chomp isn't the answer here. So, let's bring Whimsicott. And... see, the Intimidate and Parting Shot is pretty useful, but I'd lose to Finny 1v1, so I think we do bring Raikou. The thing is, I need to be able to drop stats, ideally. So we'll try to bring Celesteela. And I think we bring Inteleon. Yeah. We'll go with this. So all 6 of my team are getting a game, which is nice. I think part of game 2, though, was execution errors on my part. So, let's see what happens here. Alright, what do you lead this time? Killer and Kusei is the same as... ah, it's Zeraora and Novan. I'm fine with this. Yeah, he's gonna find I'm Sash and I'm Scarf. Let's see. He has Heat Wave, so I have to watch out for that. He doesn't know I don't have Torracat in the back yet. So... I mean, I think you fake out Heat Waves regardless here. So I'm actually gonna go into right shots fired. And... I can Volt Switch as well. I like the Volt Switch play, but I think he sets up Tailwind. So like, that's my only question here, is does he go for Tailwind, or does he go for... I think we'll Volt Switch out. Question is, did he call this switch? He did not. Okay. That was a lot of damage, though. Gonna Volt Switch out. We'll break the Sash. And then Whimsicott comes back up. Draco? Okay, well, we called that pretty well. So, how do I deal with him now? Max Airstream is not gonna kill. Max Hailstorm will, however. A Max Airstream could kill at that range. It's a risky call. I mean, if I'm tailwinding anyway, do I need to Max Airstream? No, so... I think we Hailstorm the Noivern, although he could switch it out. And we charm the Zeraora. Because we know the Zeraora is physical at this point. Because I think he's going to expect me to tailwind. Yeah, exactly. Here comes Finny. Which is a good read on his end. But we're basically going to nerf the Zeraora down anyway. He didn't max, so that's fine. I mean, essentially we're going to try to render Zeraora useless. Because we do have Stealer in the back. So we do have enough to do. But yeah, here's the charm on the Zeraora. But now he's seen that I have it. Plasma Fist will not kill me now because of the charm. Here's the Hailstorm. It's gonna do a little bit of chip on Finny. Not gonna do too much though. Okay, the question is, how much do I do to Zeraora? Definitely think we airstream the Finny. I think we charm again. So I would like to Leech Seed this Tapu Finny if I can. Or do I just Moonblast Edge? I'm gonna be faster. Yeah, I think doubling into Finny might not be a bad play here. Again, he doesn't max. He does protect the Zeraora this time, which is fine. No protect on the Finny, which is okay. That is fully Spadef. Okay, enough. Okay, we get a Moonblast. Can we get a special attack drop? That would be really nice. Nope, unfortunate. As he does taunt me, but that's okay. Because I can fire off some Moonblasts. Okay. So now I'm definitely faster than this Zeraora. I can Phantasm here if I wanted to. But I don't think I need to. I think we Hydro Snipe the Zeraora and then Moonblast the Zeraora, because I'm definitely faster than both. So Zeraora switches out, so something's getting doubled up on here. It's the Noivern. Okay, Inteleon does not quite get the kill there, but the Whimsicott will, so... Whimsicott kills Noivern. And Moonblast. Does pick up the kill, actually, so that's a bit unfortunate. Finny kills Inteleon. But we do have a +1 speed Whimsicott here. So I think we go back into our Electric. As he does go for Zero. Okay. So he knows I'm Scarf, so I think he has to fake me out here. Do I drop in my Stealer now? I don't think I do. I think what we do here then is we go for Volt Switch into the Finny and Moonblast the Finny. And we'll see what he goes into. Who do you fake out? Electric. Okay, that's fine. As we don't quite get the kill, as he does Whirlpool, but the Whirlpool's Whimsicott actually, which I'm fine with. Because Whimsicott being in here isn't a big deal, and because he faked out that turn, I actually get one more turn of my taunt shaken off. Not quite died to hail, but that's fine. Okay, we get the Whirlpool damage off. So we can now Volt Switch out here and then just Moonblast the Zora. Problem is we are dropping a Stealer in, which is not ideal. So, Magnetric, Gills, Finny. And then we drop in the Stealer. Now, did you read this? That's the question. Player or off? And you missed. Unfortunate. That's a decent amount of chip. The hell is gone. And we are no longer taunted. So that's good. What is in the back? It's a Shifu. Okay. So, I think we protect here. We have Magnetric in the back. I kind of want to Leech Seed the Shifu if I can. I also want to Charm the Zora to weaken its Plasma first. Question is, can you actually knock out my Steel? I can't actually protect either. So we're actually going to Air Slash the Shifu and Moonblast the Shifu, I think. Actually, no, we Tailwind. We Tailwind to make sure I'm faster. Okay. Oh, is he Plasma Fisting and is he doubling into my Stealer here? That could be annoying. I think I misplayed there, actually. Although we'll see. Because if he doesn't kill both here, I think we're fine. Zero is actually still faster than me. But he didn't actually kill my Whimsicott here, unless he doubled into it. G-Max one blow into Stealer, does not kill. Okay. What do I do here? I don't want to switch out, to be honest. But if I can render Zera Aura useless, I think we're okay. So I think that's what we do. But I don't think Zara Aura beats Manectric 1v1 if I just weaken him. He seemed fake out Plasma first player off. You actually still killed me at -2. That's impressive. Ah, you crit me! Come on, dude. That's so annoying. That crit, I think, might have just won in the game, too. Shifu goes Lemzaka. Man. Like, I don't mind losing when he outplays me, but losing because he crit me kind of sucks. I'm not a fan of that. But we'll see if we can still win this. The problem is I can't lock myself into Thunderbolts. I have to Flamethrower. But if I get a burn off, then that's huge. I can still win. So I have to try to burn the Urshifu here. I have no other option. So that crit really sucks. Because that forced him to double into my Stealer there. We don't get the burn, so we lose. We do live the player off, but we don't live the one play. The Shifu kills Manectric. And that is GG's, Raikou. A little bit unfortunate that that crit lost me the game. I don't know if it matters per se. It does mean I get an extra air slash off. But yeah, it is what it is. That's the way Pokemon goes. So Raikou wins. Fair play to him. But yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen again, because that kind of sucks. But it is all good. Still got plenty of matches left to go with the regular season, so I'm not bad. That crit mattered. And but we are gonna end it there. Who am I playing next week? I actually don't know. But yeah, Raikou just admitted that he knew that crit mattered. A little bit unfortunate, but let's see. Who do I play next week? I get the pleasure of playing Ben's Awesome's little brother. Okay, so that's gonna be a fun match too. But either way, guys, thank you all so much for watching, and appreciate the match as always. Hopefully we'll get some dubs. That will be nice. But as always, thanks so much for watching. My name is Rabombi Teacher. I'm your coach of the Royal Bournemouth Rabombis. Stay safe, stay awesome. I'll catch you guys next. Take care. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Hope you all enjoyed it. And if you liked the video, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn the notification bell on so that you never miss an upload. We upload every single day on this channel. Make sure you're following me on all of my social medias on the screen right now. And a huge shout out to the shiny Rabombis of this month: Araya Jade, The Crazed Artist, Mr. Burns 1988, and Average Gaming 017. Thank you all for your continued support.